Hey, what's up my friends? Nick Aweber here. Welcome to today's video. We're going to be talking exactly how the Instagram algorithm works here in the year 2019. So if you're interested in that, stick around.
Can't find my way now, I just need you by my side. Lately I've been thinking, baby, we could get away and never look back, never look back.
What's up guys, Nick Aweber here, and again, like I just mentioned, we're going to be talking about exactly how the Instagram algorithm stumbled a little bit there, works here in the year 2019. So if you like this information and you're not subscribed yet, make sure and hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell notification so you'll be updated each and every time we come out with new content. Also, share this with someone if you think they can get some value out of it. We're always trying to update people on what's going on now. Everything is changing drastically and so quickly that we just want to get the message out to everybody so we can get the right information in people's heads, okay? There's a lot of misinformation out there on the internet today, and here is where we're going to share the stuff that is actually going on, okay? So again, make sure and share this with a friend if you think they can get some value out of it. But without further ado, let's get into the Instagram algorithm of 2019. Okay, so I get a lot of people saying, oh, the algorithm's changing and all this type of stuff. And that's true. To a certain degree, it changes from time to time. But you have to ultimately look at the main principle behind it, okay? And ultimately, that main principle is never going to change, okay? So that's what we're gonna be talking about here on this video. I'm also gonna give you some tips at the end of this video, show you how you can improve your engagement, improve your followers, get more followers, and just ultimately use Instagram as a platform that's going to help you in your online business, okay? So again, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, make sure and stick around to the end because we're gonna be sharing you a lot of great stuff, a lot of gold in this video, okay? So what is this Instagram algorithm? What is this all about, truly? Well, ultimately, what you really need to focus on, what you really need to think about at all times is you need to think about Instagram's perspective, okay? Instagram always has to make sure that their platform is running the most efficiently, that people are enjoying it, because if not, then they won't have a platform and therefore it'll be gone, okay? So the reason I tell you that is because a lot of people will say, oh, Instagram's doing this, they're cutting my reach, or all this stuff. And yes, it's frustrating at times, but you have to understand that Instagram is always doing it because they're doing it for the good of the platform. You have to understand that. You must understand that, because if you just think Instagram's doing it just to, screw over people or whatever you think it is, that's not the way it is. They have to make sure that it is a quality user experience, and they have to make sure that it's the most optimized for every single person on the platform as a whole, because if not, then people aren't going to be enjoying the platform and therefore not coming back, okay? So always think about that. Now, with that said, Instagram is a business. They are a business. Their goal is to make money, okay? You're probably a business person. I'm a business person. We all understand that, okay? But we just have to keep on reminding ourselves. And the way that they are making money is through advertisers, okay? People coming on and they placing ads on the platform. So don't get upset when you see a bunch of ads on the platform. That's what it was designed to do. That was always the goal in mind. Now, sometimes they might be testing with some things where they're serving more ads to more people, and we might be like a little bit more inundated, and we're like, whoa, that's a little bit too much. But just understand that they are always testing. They're trying to optimize the platform, okay? But with that said, ultimately what this platform is all about is getting advertisers to spend money on the platform so that they can make money and therefore continue to grow their business, right? So ultimately what we can break this all down to is that Instagram is optimizing it so they can make money off of people that are advertising on it. So they want people to spend a lot of time on the platform so that more people can advertise on the platform. So let's just think about this. With all that said, I know we're kind of like keep on leading, but there's a lot of layers to this. So basically, what we're saying now is that Instagram wants people to spend the most amount of time on the platform so that they can show more ads to people, and therefore these advertisers can pay the platform and they can keep on optimizing and growing their business, okay? So ultimately, Instagram's just trying to get people to stay on their platform for as long as possible. Because if you stay on there for, let's say, 10 minutes, maybe you see like 5 ads, that's great. But if they got you to spend an hour on instead of 10 minutes and you'd see like 100 ads, that would be more profitable for Instagram. So their main focus always is to get people to stay on the platform for as long as possible. And we're going to talk about this thing called the casino effect here in a second that really helps them do this exactly. Okay, so that's ultimately what it comes down to. They're wanting people to spend more time on the platform. So how do they exactly do that? Well, a large part of that has to do with the casino effect, but also they want to make it a quality user experience for people on the platform, okay? And what exactly does a quality user experience really mean, okay? Well, basically what that means is that they want to show the best content to the most amount of people. Why? Well, it's because if they do that and people are seeing the best content and the most people are seeing the best content, that means that people are having a better user experience. If they're just seeing a bunch of crappy content that's not related to them or anything like that, they're not going to stay on the platform. So their focus is to show the best content to the most amount of people so that people will stay on the platform for longer and therefore see more ads. Therefore, they'll have more advertising dollars to funnel into Instagram, okay? So what the heck is this casino effect that I'm talking about? Well, this is a very sneaky way on Instagram, but a very effective way. Now, have you ever noticed that you are more or less addicted to Instagram? So if you feel like you've ever been addicted to Instagram, don't worry, we've all been there, and that's what it's designed to do, and that's the casino effect. Ultimately, what they're doing is they're creating the same type of thing as in a casino. You come over to a slot machine, you pull the lever, you win sometimes, you don't win sometimes, but it always gets you keep on coming back. And what it's actually doing inside of our brains is it's releasing a chemical called dopamine, okay? It's the same chemical that's released when you gamble, when you smoke, when you drink, which is crazy, but it's highly addictive chemical. And the reason that it is so highly addictive is because it's never sure. There never is guarantees, okay? Just like in the casino, you never know if you're gonna win. You might win sometimes, you might not, but it always keeps you coming back because there's always a chance, okay? So what happens is on Instagram is when you make a post, you get a bunch of likes, it releases dopamine. When you see something that you really enjoy, something that really relates to you, something that's funny, something that's entertaining, you get a hit of dopamine, okay? So it's crazy to think, but that is what Instagram has ultimately done. And that's why it's just become this craze that people are just constantly on and just listening to and watching it's because of the dopamine. Okay, so let's talk about 3 different things that's gonna help you grow your Instagram now that we have a good handle on the algorithm. Now, just to recap real quick, you always wanna have a quality user experience, and Instagram's main focus always is to get people to spend more time on the platform. Okay, they do that, they get more advertising dollars. So let's share 3 different things that's gonna help you get more engagement and growth on your platform. Therefore, you have a bigger audience to spread your message to, and you can sell your products and services or whatever it is that you're truly trying to do. Maybe you're just trying to build a personal brand, whatever it is, it's going to help you having a big audience. So, number 1, the first thing that you absolutely must do is have quality content, okay? You must have highly produced content, very well produced content. And the reason for that is because, like I said previously in this video, is that Instagram is always looking for the quality user experience for the user, okay? And they deem that as, you know, when someone sees the picture and they enjoy it, they like it, then they show it to more people, okay? That's a general concept as we just discussed. So when you have better pictures, when you have better videos, when you have more engaging stuff, when you have stuff that people are actually enjoying, they're liking, they're commenting, that's when Instagram will reward you. And then they'll start showing it to more and more people, okay? Therefore, they can keep more people on the platform. So the better that you can understand your audience and the better content that you can actually produce, Instagram's gonna love you for it, and they're gonna start rewarding you for it. They're gonna start pushing your content up towards the top of news feeds. They're gonna start pushing it up towards maybe even the explore pages at times, and then it just gets the ball rolling. That's why some of these big accounts like Kendall Jenner or Jay Alvarez, they just keep snowballing because Instagram just favors them because all their stuff is really highly produced, people love them, and then they just start pushing it up to help see more people, or help people see more of your content, of their content, excuse me. So that's the one thing, is just highly produced content, okay? Second is be engaged on the platform. Instagram will favor people not only for putting up quality content, but actually engaging on the platform. It's called social media. Not just media, not just posting pictures and videos. It's called social media. So the more social you can be on social media, the more Instagram is going to reward you. So if you go out there and you're going out there and you're liking other people's stuff, you're following them, you're commenting on their stuff, you're sending them DMs, you're just engaged on the platform, Instagram's gonna see that and they're like, okay, not only are they producing high quality content that people are really liking, but they're engaging on the platform, they're playing by our rules, we're gonna start rewarding them. And then therefore, when you start posting content, they're just gonna naturally start pushing you up even more, okay? And then it's just, again, more of a snowball effect from there, okay? And the third one, I wanna give just a real brief tactic here that I see some people still not utilizing. I'm gonna kind of combine two different strategies, is using locations, geolocations, and hashtags, okay? These are two ways that you can very simply already get some exposure, okay? And when I say geolocations, that means you're just putting a tag, you're putting a location on your post, whether that be a story or a newsfeed post. Let people know where you are. Because I read a stat a while back, maybe I'll even flash it here on the screen, that said that like posts that have locations get 75% more engagement or something like that. I'll have to find it exactly and I'll flash it on the screen for sure. But just the simple fact is because what can happen is people can start searching out different locations and then they can find your post because of that, okay? So if you're not putting a location, it's just drastically limiting your reach. So that's the first part of that. The second part is use hashtags, okay? Hashtags. This is kind of goes along the same lines as location, but it's just hashtag, like hashtag good life, hashtag A6500 Sony camera, whatever it is, because some people will be out there and doing the same exact thing as locations. They will be searching hashtags. They'll be, maybe if they're looking for cameras, they're looking to do some research on that, and they look up hashtag Sony camera. They look at it and then they start seeing a bunch of photos, okay, so a bunch of pictures and videos, and then that is just another opportunity to find you. Okay, there's another opportunity to get found. Not to say that you're gonna blow up and get millions and millions of likes and followers and all that kind of stuff because you just simply use location and hashtags, but it's going to give you just that much more of an advantage if you didn't, okay? So those are the three tips, okay? Quality content, be engaged on the platform, and use hashtags and locations. If you use those and you're consistent with those type of methods, you're going to have a lot more success. It's allowed me to get up to over 20,000 followers. I have some clients that have gotten close to that as well. And yes, that's truly how it's gonna help you a little bit. Now, I will likely make a follow-up video to this video if I do get a bunch of people telling me that they would like a little bit more information on this stuff, a little bit more advanced stuff on how to really grow your profile, how to get more engagement, that kind of stuff. So let me know other questions that you guys have down in the comments down below. But ultimately, let's just briefly talk about and recap on what this stuff is all about with the algorithm, okay? Ultimately, Instagram is always wanting people to stay on the platform for longer because they want to make money. And the way they make money is through advertisers. And the longer you spend on the platform, the more money the advertisers will spend, the more advertisers will spend on Instagram, and therefore more money Instagram will make, okay? So always realize that Instagram is doing what is best for the platform and nothing else, okay? If they didn't, then they really wouldn't have a platform, and therefore we would all have to move on to something else, okay? So let's just constantly understand that, constantly go with the flow. Don't try and resist it. It's just the way it is. Never fight it. You can't really fight Instagram. You gotta play by their rules, otherwise you're not gonna be playing for very long. Okay guys, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate your time. Again, make sure and subscribe. Let me know what was the best thing you got out of this video. Was it more of the algorithm? Was it the tips? Let me know. I always want to learn a little bit more about you guys. I appreciate you being on here, but I would like to learn a little bit more. What are you getting out of this? What was the best thing you got out of this, so that I can tailor the content upcoming to more of stuff that you guys like. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Share this with a friend, and we will see you on the next video.
Can't find my way now, I just need you by my side. Lately I've been thinking, baby, we could get away and never look back.